Angel Resse is a wonderful player, but she does not compare to what and who Caitlin Clark is when she's on the basketball floor. Plain and simple. And look, Angel Resse, there's nothing that she does where you go, did you see her? Other than she plays really, really hard, and I liken her game to Moses Malone. Moses Malone was relentless. So it's not that I don't appreciate who she is or how she plays. There is no one like Caitlin Clark in the history of the WNBA.
Isn't that too bearing from Dan Patric? I think he could have done with a little decency of a prom dress. Oxymoronic, right? Week in, week out, the WNBA is never shy of players dissing and comparison. Like Disney's roller coaster, every week spurs us into an endless cycle of discussions. On today's episode, the Sky's forward Angel Resse has been served hot potatoes for her attachment to the scintillating Caitlin Clark.
Angel Resse is actually paying the cost at this moment from attaching her brand to Caitlin Clark's brand. If Angel Resse were disconnected from Caitlin Clark and we just evaluated Angel Resse off of her performance without comparing it to Caitlin Clark, without having this ridiculous Rookie of the Year conversation, we'd all be sitting here saying like, man, what a great rebounder, energy, defensive player Angel Resse is. Man, if someone could just help her figure out how to perform offensively, man, she's going to be a real impact player in the WNBA.
Dan Whitlock is of the opinion Reese is beginning to get unfairly judged at too high of a curve for her own abilities because of her unrealistic pursuit of the WNBA's Rookie of the Year award. He thinks the hotly contested Rookie of the Year race has put Reese's unrefined game under a national microscope of denigration.
Man, this woman can barely shoot a layup. And, before last night's game against the Phoenix Mercury, I think in her previous 5 games, she had shot 29% from the field. And unfortunately, I've watched these games because I'm now watching Angel Resse as well. And she can't make, all of her shots are within 2, 3, 4 feet, and she can't make 29% of them.
Whitlock further added that a good player like Reese should have never been pitted alongside one of the most dynamic talents in WNBA history like Clark, which only resulted in Reese trying to overcompensate with terribly inefficient stat chasing on offense.
She would be getting celebrated had she not attached herself to Caitlin Clark. She's smart and she's a survivor. Last night against the Mercury, instead of shooting layups, she started shooting mid-range shots to get her offense going, and it worked. She ended up with, I think, 19 points last night, something around there, or maybe it was 20, I can't remember. Maybe it was 20 points. But she started hitting the mid-range game and face-up shots because she has no chance of getting those layups off against Brittany Griner. But Angel Resse has such an awkward left-handed shot. She shoots it from her shoulder. She doesn't shoot it at eye level. That's why her stuff gets swatted and when she heaves it at the basket. But her biggest problem is the Caitlin Clark comparison. She's being destroyed by chasing the Rookie of the Year thing, which she has no chance. So she wants to be a dynamic offensive player, and she's just not right now. She's a great rebounder, great energy, very good player. But comparing herself and attaching herself to Caitlin Clark is actually destroying Angel Resse.
In July, fans got their wishes fulfilled by the Genie when the duo became the first pair of rookies to earn a nod to feature in a WNBA All-Star game since 2014. The superstars, after years of going head-to-head against each other, got to team up for the first time in their careers. Reese jokes, everybody can wear their get-along shirts together for one day at least. I'm looking forward to it. Also, Clark added, it's super rare to be here as a rookie, and then to have 2 of us is really great overall. The attention that we bring carries to everybody else. I think it's going to continue to help grow the game. Despite being on the same team, the competitiveness between Reese and Clark is still there. It was a shock to WNBA fans to see Caitlin Clark's name missing from the list of participants for the 2024 WNBA All-Star 3-point contest. However, the Fever rookie explained that she was invited to compete, but ultimately decided to sit out to prioritize the All-Star game and get some rest. Who wouldn't love this fairy princess? A player who's more than a superstar but also a superhuman with a large heart.
I've been playing basketball for a year straight. It's not an easy thing to just show up to and shoot off of a rack. It's not something I've ever done before. It's not something I've had a lot of time to practice. I've been focusing on helping my team win games. So I think just, enjoying this break. I think there's going to be plenty of opportunities for me to do that at some point.
After the Indiana Fever's 13-15 record-setting victory against the Seattle Storm 17-10, a game where Caitlin Clark scored 23 points and dished out 9 assists, breaking the WNBA rookie record for most assists in a season with 225, surpassing Tisha Penicheiro. Following the win, she rose to the defense of her teammate Lexi Hull, who scored 22 points. When they were asked if she would be buying season tickets for her family, Clark responded,
"Those are pretty expensive.
We'll make sure the
our
Fever gets
salaries,
working on that.
our salaries, it's like our entire salary to get those. I'm not kidding.
We'll have someone work on that for
Yeah,
sure.
we need people to help."
This comment might be a subtle jab at the low salaries players receive, a situation likely to change soon given the increased attention the league has garnered this year. Clark is reported to earn a base salary of $76,000 in her rookie WNBA season, a 4-year deal worth $338,056, while Fever season tickets start at around $1,600. Considering her lucrative 8-year, $28 million deal with Nike, where she's expected to have her own signature shoe. Like other WNBA players, Clark has found other supplemental forms of income, but it's not astronomical science to figure she's made those comments for the benefit of her teammates and to preserve the integrity of the WNBA. The WNBA big names such as Caitlin Clark and Angel Resse have been buoyed by the Universal League, a burgeoning 3-on-3 basketball league. The league, which is set to tip off in January 2025, already features names such as Arike Ogunbowale, Jewel Lloyd, Kelsey Plum, Ryan Howard, Chelsea Gray, and their latest addition, Angel Resse. Resse became the 10th player to join Unrivaled Basketball. The off-season 3-on-3 league, founded by WNBA stars Breanna Stewart and Nafisa Collier, is offering a massive payout to players, with each player receiving a minimum of $100,000 for the season, with the league's total payout around $3 million. The 6-figure salaries are likely to be the highest average in professional women's sports. In April, hip-hop mogul Ice Cube, known by his government name as O'Shea Jackson Jr., announced his Big 3 basketball organization is willing to offer the superstar college player Caitlin Clark $5 million. That's 2 times of her current earnings, a discussion Caitlin Clark has distanced herself from. Here begs the question, with WNBA's recent monstrosity towards Caitlin Clark and low incentives in the players' wages, can they withstand the burgeoning competition from the unrivaled league with its financial perks and competitive benefits? When interviewed on the Pat McAfee show, founder of the Universal League, Breanna Stewart explained,
"About Unrivaled, it's going to be 3-on-3, 1-on-1, top 30 players. We're going to play 10 weeks in Miami during the W's off-season, so we don't have a 7-week gap. And what's most exciting about it is it gives opportunities for players to play at home, not go overseas, build their brands, and make 6 figures at least."
Do you think the WNBA can ward this new boy off their prom princess, considering Stewart's a big fan of Caitlin Clark?
I think I'm happy for her to be in this league, obviously. I'm happy that she's brought a whole bunch of new eyes along with Angel Resse and continuing to bring those fans. To be at the Fever game and for the game to be sold out like that, I'm not sure if every single one after has been sold out, but I know it's been close. And she's gonna turn into a really, really great pro.
Speaking about pro, the Indiana Fever fast becoming legend performance has been nothing short of phenomenon. In a tight-fisted game with the Seattle Storm, she threaded a perfect full-court dime to Kelsey Mitchell, which created a dynamite advantage for her team by pushing the ball in transition and breaking the record at the same time. He broke the league's all-time rookie single-season record of 225, set by Tisha Penicheiro for the now-defunct Sacramento Monarchs in 1998. She received a touching congratulatory message from Penicheiro. The more time goes on, the more it becomes clear we're truly watching Clark piece together one of the greatest WNBA rookie seasons ever. The lingering question remains, would this be the last time the WNBA gets to see her, or can we hope for another record-shattering season? See you in the next episode.